One, Plenty White in the blue and white, taking on Canterbury Black. My name is Bevin Jenkinson of Bevin Broadcasting. I'll be your camera operator as well as your commentator. Is Greg Mitchell winding things up, and we'll get the first try awarded. Canterbury Red leading 1-0. I do apologise as I'm doing camera. I can't do a scoreboard as well. As Sheree has the ball, Sheree Lucina down to Scott, and it manages to hit the score table. First turnover of the game goes the way of Canterbury. Canterbury charges Black. Two Canterbury teams here, same with Plenty, and Mitchell doubles his account. 2-0, Canterbury Red leading with 7:35 left in the first period. 4 8-minute periods. There's the inbound finding Lucina. Nice ball there to the number 4. Gives it off down to Scott, but Greg Mitchell will intercept. Able-bodied player. Able-bodied players are allowed to play at this level. When it becomes to nationals and international level, must have a loss of function in at least 3 limbs. That's the reason why the Americans call it quad rugby, because most players are quadriplegics. Sport originally invented in the 70s, called murder ball. As we got an 8-second violation called. The old rule used to be 10 seconds, it's now 8 for an inbound to be touched on court or passed. And also a attacking player can't spend 8 seconds in the key. It's a nice ball over to Edmondson, and the New South Wales Gladiator player gets his first try of the game. Canterbury 3-0. We've had a minute gone. Lucina. Been playing the sport for a few years now, Sheree Lucina. Nice ball there to Scott wearing 2. There's plenty of Scots around. As there's a 12-second violation. Once the ball has gained possession, you've got 12 seconds to get over halfway, and that's what Plenty weren't able to do. Another rule change. Another change rule that's law change that's come in this year. Instead of 4 30-second timeouts and 2 60-second timeouts, a team now is only allowed 3 60-second timeouts per half, and can only be called by the coach or the assistant coach when the ball is dead. As Tony Dinnington remembers which way the ball's going. Tony Dinnington and Daryl Manville, the referees for this one. Edmondson trying to go round and does so easily. And it's a 4-0 lead. The Canterbury Chargers Black team leading against Plenty White. Good bunt downfield, but down court. It's only going to find Canterbury hands though. Nice ball over the top, good hands from Edmondson. And another try. 5-0, we've had 6-0, sorry. 6 minutes 28 left in the first period. I acknowledged you earlier actually in commentary. And good bump out of court. Scott from Plenty just couldn't quite stay on court. Nice little ball there to Mitchell. And it's all one-way traffic at the moment. It's a 7-0 lead. We haven't had 2 minutes gone yet. Scott working his way up. I asked him what his name was. I didn't grab his last name, unfortunately, but said I wanted to know who to abuse as Edmondson takes an intercept. A nice ball there to Mitchell. Got a couple of Bay Plenty players with him. Goes off to Mitchell Simpson. And Mitchell Simpson gets his first try. The 2025 Santos World Wheelchair Rugby Challenge taking place in Adelaide at the end of this month, Thursday the 29th to the 1st of June. Wheel Blacks sending a team, as well as a number of other countries, Brazil, Germany, Netherlands. New South Wales is entering a team along with the Australian Steelers. And it's great turnover again, just loose passes from Bay of Plenty. And Edmondson will add his third to the tally. The reason why that was important, or why that is important, I should say, Mitchell Simpson, one of two players making their Wheel Blacks debut in that tournament. As Scott's just tried to bounce the ball in front of himself, but given it straight to Greg Mitchell. And no, not yet. Can't yet. Tony, yeah. So, Tony knows. Inbound this time finds its mark from Hobergen. Lucina's got it straight over her head and out of court again. Someone's phone ringing behind me here. Thought it was mine for a moment. Substitutions made, ball was out of court. Jamie Kaito to Joshua Hirini Barclay. If you're watching Arahonui, I did tell him what your comment was about pumping tyres. It's a great ball from Kaito above his head. And brings up Canterbury Blacks' 11th try. There's no inbounds, it's started already. It's going to be touched on court, straight to Hirini Barclay. And he goes right, left, and into the try again. Got any thoughts or comments, folks, please put them in the chat. A bit hard at the moment as I'm doing camera, but I will generally do go back and look at them. As Lucina gets the ball well. Down to the young player wearing 2 for Bad Plenty. Hirini Barclay gets his hands in the way. It's been knocked out of court and it'll still stay with Bad Plenty. If you're looking for a couple of good documentaries to watch, there are 2 big ones about the sport of wheelchair rugby. An Oscar-nominated documentary in 2004 called Murder Ball. It's about the USA and Canada teams preparing for the 2004 Paralympics. As the young man gets his first try and Bad Plenty's first try. 12-1, Canterbury Red leading, 4:13 left in the first period. The best thing is about that documentary, Murder Ball, is, as I said, it's about the USA and Canada teams preparing the Athens Paralympics. Is the credits at the end of that documentary, where it says this is an illegal player out of court. And Plenty White down to 3 players. Yeah, so at the end of the credits it says Canada beat the USA in the semi-final, but Canada went on to lose the final to the 6th ranked team in the world, the Wheel Blacks. There's Kaito, nice offload to Hirini Barclay. The other very good doco to watch is from Sweet Productions, which is a New Zealand-based company. Well gathered there from Lucina. And illegal use of hands. Yeah, so Sweet Productions documented the Wheel Blacks trying to qualify for last year's Paris Paralympics. The documentary is called Wheel Blacks Bodies on the Line. Not actually sure where you can catch that now, but two very good documentaries. So Bay Plenty with a run player advantage. Ball down the end, claimed there by Lucina. She's going to go to the backwards, and no try. Oh, one of the Canterbury players got their hands in the way, and you've got to have control of the ball when you have two wheels, two tyres over the line. So Canterbury still only with 3 players on court as the inbound goes down, and it's 8 seconds no touch. So Bay Plenty will have the ball back in that corner. It's good inbound there to Lucina. 13-2. Bay Plenty doubling their score. It's about the 8th time I've said it today, Neil. I mean, it's far more exciting than just saying. As Hidden Barclay makes another. He's just got his hand through, but he'll stay with Canterbury. Just been told the young guy on court wearing number 6 is Noah Broughton. I believe related to Nicky Broughton, who's also a Bay Plenty Steamrollers team member. Suddenly Barclay looking at options, short pass there, straight to Kaido. And one more to the Canterbury total. Noah Broughton, overhead pass down, and it's not going to find the target. No, it does. Well, bit of luck, and Bay Plenty score their third. You're trailing like here 15-3. You take the luck while you can get it now. Bit of history with Neil Cudby. My first game of wheelchair rugby and commentator was with Neil. You're wondering really where I was going with that, eh? We did Japan, New Zealand at the Asia Oceanias in 2017. As Broughton finds Lucina. And straight over the head of Broughton. Bit unlucky, bounced the ball. Even though it's round, unlike other rugby code where it's oval, the ball can still bounce unkindly for you. As Simpson is called back for the inbound. Yeah, he was. Yeah. As Bay Plenty make the substitution. So Jason on court for Noah Broughton. There for Kaido. Kaido the 3-pointer, making his way round. Pops the ball up to Hidden Barclay. Stopped by a couple of Bay Plenty players. Nice ball to Kaido though, who started things. 16-3, 2.5 left. Because the Bay Plenty Steamrollers, a bit of play on words to the Bay Plenty Steamers, who are the Bay Plenty senior men's representative side. There's Jason with ball looking at options. And illegal use of hands against Cairo.
Everybody, I just want to let you know that it's hotting up over on court 8 and we're just about to launch into the gotcha final. So we need some more crowd over here. We need some roaring and some clapping and cheering. Come over to court 8 for the gotcha final. On now.
Gotcha happening here at as part of the Health Vision. Nice little intercept from Scott. And it's 16-4, 2:12 to play first period. Yeah, boccia part of the boccia tournament, taking place here at the Health Vision Festival of Disability Sport at the Mercury Bay Park Arena. There's also wheelchair basketball going on. There's activities. I'll tell you what, Parafed Bay Plenty do a very good job of organising this. It's always a pleasure to come back to and cover. Just under 2 to play in this first period. Jason looking to bunt down court to Lucina. Fido takes it well though. Sorry for the camera work. He loses it, regathers. Pumps the ball and Hadini Barclay unmarked. Hey Jordan. I was trying to wave to you and you ignored me, so you know. And no try scored, in and out. Okay. So in wheelchair rugby, you've got to have 2. Tony. Yes, Canterbury charges making some changes. You have to have two try wheels. Is that what you call them? 2 wheels over the line to score a try in wheelchair rugby. Once you go over with 1, you can't come back into court, which is what that over and back call was. So Bay of Plenty with a much needed turnover. Lucina down to Scott with ball, just short of halfway. Gets over the half. And good pass to Greg Mitchell, who's just back on court. Weaving his way through. He's going to pass it off to Ian Simpson. And Ian scores as well. Also part of the Wheel Blacks team heading to Adelaide. No, he's not, sorry. I'll take back what I said because I'm not 100% sure on that. Hey, Hunter, between the Simpsons and the Mitches, There's ball there to Scott. He picks it up though inside the half. Like basketball, once you enter your front half, you can't go into your back. It's caught well there by Mitch Simpson. Nice ball to Lucina. And over the top, and a bit of a falcon from Jason. Ball's still there. And Lucina trying to do some work. And no try. Had left the court as he gained possession. And it's 19-4, and we've got 41 seconds left in this first period. Bat from Mitchell Simpson, who is heading to Adelaide for the Wheel Blacks in his debut. Usually on the last night, the debutants have to dress up as a superhero, so I'll have to ask what the plan is there. My last trip overseas for wheelchair rugby, and then Simpson scores another, was to Tokyo, and I think we saw Superman, Spider-Man, and maybe Batman, I think, from 3 debutants, and not just players as well, coaching staff. This is a long bat down court, and no touch. So Canterbury will have an inbound in their corner. We've got 30 seconds to play. In the first period, it is Canterbury Chargers 20, leading Bay Plenty White 4. Still a young side and still learning the Bay Plenty Steamrollers. This has been knocked out of court, and it'll stay with, it should go back to, Bay Plenty White. There was Scott. There's only 27 seconds left. Pops the ball up to Jason. He's going to pop it down to Lucina. And Lucina, oh, great pass to Scott. Great try, probably the best one we've had today. There will be highlights and bloopers posted to the Facebook page you're watching these at of this tournament. It takes me a while to get through them all. Greg Mitchell gets over halfway. Yes, time's up. And yep, there is no hooter working, so it's quite hard to detect. No try. And that's the end of the first period. It was Canterbury Chargers red. 20 leading Bay Plenty 5. All right, welcome back. Second period action here at Mercury Bay Park Arena. 2025 New Zealand Wheelchair Rugby WRC 1. Game 5 here on day 1. There's Scott getting marked there by Edmondson and gets the ball away to Lucina. And Bay Plenty 20-6 now they trail. Reminder, you can watch these games back on Facebook for the next 30 days as often as you like. And here's Bay Plenty with another turnover. Edmondson being a nuisance. Ends up back with Scott. Fires it away to Noah Broughton. Back to Scott. Yeah, after 30 days now, Facebook delete live videos. These games will be uploaded to Bev's Broadcasting YouTube channel. 15 seconds left on the try clock, and illegal player leaving the court. It's a turnover. Canterbury have been pretty dominant, as the scoreboard suggests. They're leading 20-6, and we've had 50 seconds into the second period. Oh, that's funny. And another try here for Canterbury. Sorry, from Bay Plenty. Lucina scoring. Got a bit distracted there. Fido in the mid-court. On this right wing. Got coming across and blocking. Bounces off pretty well, does Kaido. And a nice ball there to Edmondson. Bay Plenty looking to make a change soon. Pop ball down, finds Kaido. He's knocked it though, so Bay Plenty will still end up with it, and it's left the court. Tony! So Canterbury will have the inbound as Jason coming back on court, this time in place of Cherie Lucina. Nice ball there to Kaido. And another try for the Chargers, Cherie. Do you need me to move back?
Oh no, sorry.
There's Broughton. Long ball down to Scott. And the third try of the period. Actually, it might be the fourth. What about it? I think, yeah, Neil. Might be 4-3 in this period. There's Edmondson just rolling down court. Experienced Australian. Number of years with the Australian Steelers. Taking this year off, I hear. But will play for New South Wales at the World Wheelchair Rugby Challenge. There was Scott, just short of halfway. good pick by a couple of Canterbury Chargers players. There's Broughton. Hoboken doing some screening. Nice ball there to Scott over the top. And Bay of Plenty just managing to string some phases together. 23-9. Just under 6 to play, second period. And this is unlucky from Bay of Plenty. Got the hand in the way, but ended back up with Edmondson.
Son is a relation.
It is. There's Noah Broughton, who Sheree Lacina's just told me is Nicky's son. Scores his third of the period. Trust me, Sheree, when I stuff up like that, I do it well. So.
If you're going to stuff up, you're
Oh, absolutely. Especially when it's live too.
Exactly, yeah.
Kaido and Edmondson just working well together. Probably the first time they've played together, considering Kaido is Christchurch based and Edmondson, New South Wales.
Jason's behind you.
There's the ball from Scott to Jason, doesn't quite get there. Tries to pick it up. It's been bounced through and it will be a 12-second violation.
Nice try, guys.
So a turnover here for Canterbury. Once the possession has been gained from the inbound, you've got 12 seconds to get over into your front half. Kaido, nice top ball over to Edmondson. And no problem there, 26-10, 5 minutes to play. Broughton, long ball down to Scott. Oh, it's over his head. And might trail out of court here. No, Scott's giving good chase. Gets a good pick up. But a great intercept from Edmondson. And Kaido, Broughton's giving chase. But Edmondson in the centre court. Well, another one. Over on the other court two here. Game 6 between Auckland Rhinos and D-Sport from Wellington. Currently, Auckland Rhinos 19-12 leading. Kaido up to Edmondson. And Edmo makes another. Oh, slight safety issue just been happening there. I'll get back to that in a second. There's Scott in a drag race with Edmondson, but wins. Just over 4 minutes to play, second period. It's 28-11. Canterbury Chargers black leading. Excuse me, Bay of Plenty blue, white. One of those colours. Broughton can't stop Edmondson. Noah Broughton's just managed to tuck his feet in. It was poking up out the front, which definitely can be a safety issue. Yeah, Scott getting good screen. Pops the ball down, but only as far as Kaido. And Edmondson just pushes past the defence of Bay of Plenty.
Next one.
30-11. Noah Broughton giving some good pushes. Edmondson guarding well. Oh, great ball there to Scott. And Scott scores. Daryl. So one of Bay Penny's 3 timeouts called, just so they can roll some subs on. Hobergen and Jason coming off. Simpson looking for support, and it would be an 8-second violation. So Plenty, they've already scored twice what they got in the first period. They've got 12. The only issue is Canterbury Black have 30, and Lacina's gone out of court. The other great memory I have of you, Neil, with wheelchair rugby. Oh, that's not fair. Game in Wellington a few years ago. Yeah, the one that you're thinking of, don't worry. Were you one of the players? I think you were. No, in the bin, I mean. Yeah. I'll get back to the second as Simpson. Oh, good rake from Lucina. He's dislodged the ball. Scott's going to pick it up, and it's a great turnover. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, we've had a highlight to a blooper. Yes,
what about the player out of court first? What about the player out of court first?
And actually, Neil has called that brilliantly. It should be your ball. Yep, it should still be with Bay Plenty as Joshua Hiddenly Barclay is in the bin.
Noah, your ball. Your ball.
He went out of court before the boo-boo. That means somehow I'm going to go back and remember to delete that as a boo-boo. Scott, nice ball there to Broughton. Broughton scores 30-13, 2:39 left in the second period. Yeah, there was a game, as I said, in Wellington a few years ago where Bay Plenty was playing Waikato, as it's another 8-second violation. And Bay Plenty had, I think, six players at the time, ended up with 4 players in the bin at one moment. I think we had, in refereeing terms, I think we had over 20 years of refereeing experience, and they'd never seen that before. Scott up over to Broughton. Broughton does well in maintaining that you've got to have full control of the ball before going over the line. 30-14. 2 minutes 30 left in the second period. Yeah, it's a good stoppage in play. The clock hadn't started. Don't worry, Neil, as soon as you said you had a feeling. Funny that. Coach at the time as well. You were coach at the time as well saying. I remember that.
I wasn't playing, I don't think.
No. His issue's been resolved. Hiddenly Barclay gets the ball from Mitch Simpson. Ian Simpson does some blocking. Hiddenly Barclay up over the top there to the number 1 of Mitch Simpson. Another Canterbury try scored. Yeah, I remember that game quite well because I stuck myself on the penalty box, so I had an easy day. so I could relax. And it ended up being nothing other than. So Bay Plenty with the throw. The inbound. There to Lucina. Throw it down court to Broughton. Broughton giving chase. Bounces it to himself. Turns back as Hiddenly Barclay. Oh, some great play again from the Steamrollers. And they are playing well in the second period. Hiddenly Barclay. Darryl. Yvonne? No. Yvonne? Sorry, that was me. Yeah, no. Yeah. Made a mistake. I made the boo-boo there. Yeah, it's good there, ball there to Braun. Sorry, mate. Sorry about that, yeah.
Do we have coaches next, Yvonne?
Yvonne? Coaches. Yeah, to Hiddenly Barclay, and he's got an open court. Takes it. It's Bay Plenty looking to make their second timeout. You can't bank the 360 seconds you have, so you might as well use them. Down to there to Scott. Got two low pointers on him. There's a good ball away to Jason. Off to Lucina. Cherie Lucina. Keep the board ticking here for Bay Plenty. 32-17 they trail. 1 minute 30 left in the second period. Tomorrow more action coming up here at Mercury Bay Park Arena in WRC 1. Game starting at 9, 11, 1 and 3. There's a throw straight there to Hiddenly Barclay. He adds another to his total, 116. 34-17 the score is, the margin is doubled. As bounces over, Lucina has it in the back court. And this is out from Jason, Hiddenly Barclay, and Hiddenly Barclay called for illegal use of hands. Basically, the law is that you can only strike the ball, you can't strike the opponent's arm. It is the most common foul in wheelchair rugby. Bay Plenty have got a one-player advantage. There's a nice ball. Oh, it's a wasted opportunity from Bay Plenty. 1 minute 06 left in this period, in this half. All games of WRC 1 will be live streamed to where you're watching this game. As incorrect entry, and it'll be Bay Plenty ball again. Did forget my sleeping meds yesterday, so might be on a bit of a less sleep as we've seen the scores. But I'll manage to get through it. 34-18. 1 minute left in the half, first half. Been a better display from the Bay Plenty Steamrollers, and again with the intercept. And another try to Scott. There's a ball there to Hiddenly Barclay, gets away to the low pointer. He's knocked out of court, so Bay Plenty back with ball again. I think they've scored 15 tries in this half, the Steamrollers. There's the ball tapped on. We've seen it straight to Scott. And another try. Things have just been working very well for the Steamrollers. Hiddenly Barclay winding up with his right arm. And well collected from Ian Simpson. Has Scott on him, gives it back to Hiddenly Barclay. And another try scored, 34-20 to just over 30 seconds to play. As Lucina does well over the back of her and gives it back. I thought it was back and over, but looked at the wrong line. Lucina. There to Scott, and Scott buoys his way around. 35-21, 15 seconds left. Brittany Barker gets off a pick. Long ball down to Ian Simpson. It's a matter of Ian Simpson or Mitchell Simpson. And he gets over. Ian Simpson, 0.6 of a second left. And down there to Scott, he's going to hang on to it. And that is half time here, game 5 of 2025 WRC 1. It is Canterbury Chargers Black, 36 leading. Alright, welcome back, second half action. Here it's the Canterbury Chargers Black leading 36-21 over the Bay of Plenty Steamers Blue. And 8 second violation. No bounce, so Bay of Plenty with the first turnover.
Go Wakatu.
Jason giving the bat down to Lucina. It's been touched there by Edmondson. Lucina gets it well on the line. The first try of the third period goes the way of Bay of Plenty. Good to have you wherever you're tuned in, folks. Bevin Jenkinson at Bev's Broadcasting, your camera operator and commentator. Not for the first, but I highly doubt it's the last time it happens. As Edmondson goes around the pick of Lucina. And a good collision. And Edmondson, back-to-back 8 second no bounce or pass. Just a reminder that law changed at the start of the year. World Wheelchair Rugby. No, let the bench. Used to be 10 seconds. Substitutes. Used to be 10 seconds bounce or pass. It's now 8. We've seen it a few times already today. Ian Simpson, Mitch Simpson, Andrew Edmondson on court for Canterbury Chargers as Bay of Plenty get another try. They go 3-0 in the start of this.
We have coaches on the next one.
It looks as though Bay of Plenty will use the coach's timeout for there to make a sub. As Edmondson rolls away, Tony. As that will be the case.
You stay off.
Substitutions made.
Don't tell Scotty.
Scott making his way off court for Noah Broughton. Which are allowed 3 60-second timeouts called by either the coach or the assistant coach now. Only when the ball is dead though. As this time the ball's out of court. Canterbury have it. Edmondson from New South Wales plays the Gladiators, gets around in that right corner. Scott, your phone was ringing earlier. Dad Aussie or Mum Aussie or something? Yeah. Yes, Broughton needs another to his tally. No, I knew what your problem was. Oh, sorry for the camera work there, folks. Edmondson rolling away. 39-25, 6:50 left in the third period. There to scene up. Overhead pass down to Noah Broaden. And it's been lost around, fit back in court. But he's out of court himself, so Canterbury with the turnover. Tony. It's Dave Plenty looking to roll some substitutions on. Kevin Hobergen coming on court. Ian Simpson will do the inbound. Down to, it's ended up in Edmondson's hands. He gets through quite nicely. Probably into double digits now, Andrew Edmondson. Excuse me, I'd say at least. Here for Hobergen. Give and go with Broughton. His mum Nikki playing in the other Bay of Plenty side. Both Bay of Plenty and Canterbury have two teams in this. Makes no mistake. 40-26, Canterbury Chargers leading, just over 6 to play in the third period. It's a good inbound there to Edmondson. Canterbury now making some screens. This is on that right wing. Pushes well. Makes no mistake, really, not under much pressure either. Hobergen, who loves wearing those big fancy sweatbands. Edmondson getting his hand in the way. Forces the turnover. Another try to Canterbury's total, 41-26. And Canterbury with another turnover. And they've just been pretty dominant in this game so far. As this time Canterbury call a timeout. So one apiece being used of the 3 they're allowed. Neil, I've got a question on the live stream. How old is Noah? 14?
I think 30.
13, okay. These yards are Hanoi, sorry. 13 years old, so 2 younger players involved in this one. Nothing wrong with it at all. As he goes over and scores another to his total. I love your comment though, Scott. Yeah, 6. It's Jomi Kairo. Ball down to Edmondson. Scott, I really hope you went duck. Scott, you went ducking underneath the camera, were you? It's miles ahead of you. Yeah. Ball down. Oh, it's over the top of Lucina. And no touch, so Canterbury will have that ball back in the corner. Daryl.
No touch, we don't need it, coach.
Daryl.
Noah. 3.
Yes, Stacey and Scott back on court. I believe Stacey actually played boccia for New Zealand in the past. A adaptive sport similar to Patonkin bowls. Quite popular, the sport though, boccia at the Paralympics. There's Kaito with his red bandana on, makes another 45-27. Just over 5 to play, third period. Ball down to Hobergen, does well. Sorry, that's Jason. It's an over and back into the front court, and then back into the back court against him. No, sorry, 13 or 14? No, age. 13. Thank you. Someone was asking. So you are actually the youngest player here then? The next youngest is 15 in July. Sport for all ages, I can tell you that. It's Clydo trying to disrupt Scott with ball. And it's a 12-second violation. And Canterbury have led the ball back. And I tell you what, this is the difference between having the 360 timeouts per half, only when the ball is dead is called, to the old 4 timeouts you're allowed, which will also get our jail free cards. Cairo gets his second and 4. 46-27, 4.5 to play, third period. Hobergen, a couple of years ago, was upended in an unfortunate incident a couple of years ago in WRC 2 in Wellington, as this one's down. As Noah Broughton comes onto court. I thought you were subbing off the Bay Plenty there, Edmo. Andrew Edmondson with the inbound right in front of us. Ball down to Clydo. Ball there to Edmondson. Got it on the fingertips. And one more to his total, 47-27. Margin is 20. Absolutely great with the youth involved. Even though I do believe both. Oh, that's a great steal from Edmondson. Able-bodied players, but it also just gives that sport more exposure as well at a younger level. No, Aston Mitchell, who plays for the other Canterbury team. There's Simpson ends up back with it. He's looking for an offload. Clydo gets in there. He's going to back up. Try and back up. He can't. And finds a nice offload to Edmondson. Wheelchair rugby, often confused with wheelchair basketball. Unlike wheelchair rugby, wheelchair basketball is basically basket as it sounds. This is turnover. A bit of a loose ball from Scott. Yeah, unlike wheelchair rugby, wheelchair basketball is basketball played in wheelchairs, whereas the similarities between wheelchair rugby and rugby union pretty much end in its name. It's more of a cross of American football, netball, bit of basketball as well with a number of the rules. Bay Plenty will keep the ball. Inbound, it's going to go out of court without being touched by a player. I actually thought you could only call it. You got to call it beforehand. Yeah.
I'm being tricky. I've got another red.
Neil's trying to use the. Yes. Clydo goes through and scores. Tony. There's Bay Plenty called their second 30 second timeout. tell you what, Aranui, and I do apologise if I'm saying that name wrong, year 8's fine as well. Get him along to trainings. Next game coming up at 3 p.m. By Plenty White taking on Canterbury Black. Am I right in that, or have I got that one wrong? No, I've got that wrong, sorry. That's this game. Apologies, the next game coming up, tipping off at around 3 p.m. Bay Plenty Blue taking on Canterbury Red. I'll be live on another link. Just discussing off here the matters of the Central North Island First 15 competition, which got underway today. There's Noah Broughton off to Lucina. Sorry, Lucina. Here's a Scott. Nice ball back to Broughton. Practice Scott again. Some great team play. Can they find the mark? They do. Lucina scores. St John's lost to Wanganui 22-20.
Good day.
So that sounds like that game was a ripper. It was last year's game.
I'm not sure when it
Was a pretty good game as well. Covering St John's College Hamilton. Central North Island first 15 games again this season. As Kaido makes it 52-28, 2.5 to play, third period this game. Well, Bay Plenty, I think they didn't score a try until about 2 minutes left in the first period. So they have come back well, but the scoreline is still quite large. There's ball down and a bit of a fight and tussle gone over. Bay Plenty end up with it. Nice ball there to Broughton. And Broughton, nice little loop ball, but it's been intercepted by Kaido. So he sends it down court. And a bit of encouragement from Bay Plenty. And the ball will end up out of court down in the corner there. Reminder, there will be highlights and bloopers posted to the Facebook page you're watching, and at some point soon, hopefully before WRC 2. Excuse me. I've given my DSLR camera off to a few people to take photos, so there's photos posted as well. There's actually been a few photographers around. Yes, it's a 12-second violation. Canterbury will end up with ball. You can watch these games on Facebook for the next 30 days. Facebook will delete live videos now after 30. The games will be uploaded to Bev's Broadcasting YouTube channel a bit later on, as Edmondson adds another. Seen it, ball down, only finds Edmondson though, it's the target of Scott. Trying to rip the ball out, can't. There for Kaido. Kaido over to Edmondson. And thought there was a whistle on our court, but it was the other court. CNX 4 Pauline. Pauline Hewitt just around here, took a bit of a tumble. What have you lost? Oh, lovely. There's Lucina, bounces it. Kaido there. Good tussle going on. And another 12-second violation. So ball back with Canterbury with 54 seconds left in the third period. One more period left after this. 55-28. The Chargers lead. Here's Mitch Simpson adding to his total. I think that's his third in this game. The 1-pointer who's off to Adelaide. At the end of the month for his first trip away with the Wheel Blacks. Stacey, ball over the back to Scott. Down to Broughton. Broughton up and down, and great ball there to Scott to score. 34 seconds left on the clock. They've started to gel quite well as the game's gone on here, Bay Penny. Canterbury at the moment just too strong. Edmondson getting away from the pick. Kaido making sure he's no longer a nuisance. Going to wind down the clock as there's 20 seconds left. They'll have the possession as well at the start of the next period. 15 and a half seconds left, 57-29.
Go Scott, go Scott.
Scott chasing well, can he pull it in? He does, just in time, right at the base of his chair. That could make the highlights. .57.30, 6 seconds left in this third period of 4. Edmondson straight to Kaido, back to Edmondson. Has he got enough push? 1 second, I think he's just going to pull up in time. Yes, he is. And that ends the period. Canterbury Chargers, they go into the last period, 57-30 in front. Be back in 2 minutes for the fourth period. Alright, welcome back. Wayne Hunter. Wayne Wunner, sorry. The eyes are a bit failing me. Can't actually watch this game back. Apologies that you haven't been able to find the link. I have had a couple of tech issues this morning, just changing from YouTube, who I've done for the last year, back to Facebook. Going into the last period, it's Canterbury Chargers Black 57, leading Bay Plenty White 30. At 3 o'clock after this game, it'll be the other two teams in the other pool, in Pool 2, as this ball's up and over, and it's out of court. Canterbury Red taking on Bay Plenty Blue.
Shove him in the corner, Kev. Get him in the corner. Get him in the corner, Kev. Jace, get him in the
As
corner.
Greg Mitchell's on court. He's spent a lot of this game off, and I suppose when his team's been comfortably in front from the start, so he sneaks around the left-hand post. Why not take a break? He plays for this Canterbury team, coaches the other one. No rest for the wicked, they say. Scott, ball down to Lucina, sits up nicely for her. She's got Mitch Simpson with her. There's a Scott, back to Lucina, and another great passage of play from the Steamrollers. Here at Mercury Bay Park Arena, 2025 Health Vision Festival of Disability Sport. As this one's down to, Simpson, he grabs his fourth. 59-31, 7 minutes to play in this game. Well, batted down court, it's over Scott's head, giving chase, and time comes up. 8 seconds expires. That was your teammate you clapping for not getting it. Fair enough, though.
Up on the key, guys.
There's a bit of back play there from Mitch Simpson and Greg Mitchell. And try scored. Well, all they have to do is touch a player on court for it to count. Scott looking for support. He's got Canterbury players on him. It's fine straight to Greg Mitchell though. Mitchell straight to Mitch Simpson. They do quite well when the two of them have been on the court at the same time. 61-31, 6.5 to play. Here's Lucina and grabs another. Mitchell almost forced out of court. Fires it down to Mitch Simpson, and he grabs his second in the last three, a one-pointer. Hello, Hanoi. Apologies that you tried to post a link to help. Unfortunately, due to scammers being prevalent on Facebook, I have links being blocked, which is why that one hasn't been posted. Simpson grabs another.
Basketball is lots of action happening here on courts 4 and 5, and here with me just for the chat is Wayne, who's been here at the festival all day so far.
As a inbound, doesn't find a player. Here's Noah Porton comes on for Sheree Lucina. Apologies, the screen's just completely gone on me. One moment, sorry folks, I'll try and... Here we go, now it's fixed. Hey Russ, my video signal completely went and then you got in front of it, so I turned on. Doesn't work often that way, does it? A handsome man like yourself. There's a race away for Scott. Bay Plenty's 33rd. Still trailing by 31. Hirini Barclay. In and out. Bit of side weave going on. I know in 2018 World Championships, I threw it out there on the live stream while commentating. We need to come up for the wheelchair rugby version of sidestep. And I know Joe Clauston Julius is Christchurch based. Messaged and said, how about side weave? As Kaito backs it back. A little bit of a tussle going on. Jason, Kaito ends up with it. And it's a foul against Canterbury. Is it? Just wait and see. Yeah, it is. I think it's an illegal use of hands. And the second offensive foul we've seen today. Don't often see those. Okay, I think the connection's wrong with my TV, I do apologise. At least for the TV and not the camera itself. Ball down to Kaido, and Broughton steals it on the line. 65-35, 5 minutes to play. Do appreciate the support from you from watching wherever you are. Here's Kaido chalks up another. Scoreline, I mean, it has been a dominant display by Canterbury Black. But Babe doesn't really show how well Bad Plenty have been able to play. Scott looking for some support. Trying to go through the middle, and 8 seconds in the key. Going against Broughton. And Canterbury with the turnover. Another one of those 10-second rules that have been changed to 8 now. And Simpson with the inbound. Bats it away and hits the top of the cone. That might make the highlights. Sometimes you're never sure whether that's a highlight or blooper though. Canterbury still with ball. Broughton has it. Hidden Barclay with him. Has to watch that back court. Looking for some support. Finding Jason, might have been a Falcon in there. But Hidden Barclay with ball. Long ball down to Kaido. Kaido giving chase. Should win it, and he does. Yvonne? I got you, Stacey. Nah. Here's ball to Broughton. It's ended up on the fingertips, so it's loose. And he'll be back with Canterbury. Tony. Yeah, they did nail it. Yeah. That's exactly how I'm feeling, to be honest. And I'm not doing half the week that you guys are. Simpson to Hidden Barclay. Nice ball over to Kaido. Kaido well marked by Lucina. Nice little flick over the back to Hidden Barclay, and Kaido finishes. Some good teamwork there. 68-34. As Jason bats the ball down court, and it's no touch down the other end. Do you need me to move?
No, what's this on? Is this like live at the moment?
Yeah, that's live. Live on New Zealand Wheelchair Rugby, my page, Canterbury page. You can watch it up to 30 days, because then Facebook deletes it, but I'll upload the videos to my YouTube channel, Bev's Broadcasting. Don't know why Facebook have decided to delete those videos, but don't know why Facebook does a lot of things to you here. There's Kaido winding through in that left post. Don't forget, 3 PM. It's the other two, Canterbury red team taking on Bay Plenty Blue. As Lucina, loose ball. Edmondson picks it up, gets the turnover. And gets the try. Thanks, but I actually was okay. bit of a traffic jam around here. There's Broughton moving around the 13-year-old. Pops the ball over halfway to Lucina. She turns back down full front court. Kaido marks it, gets the pass away to Broughton. Oh, Broughton's almost lost that. Does well to pick it up though. Here for Jason. And the 40-second clock expires. No, corners. Yeah. And so Canterbury with another turnover. Kevin, tell Yvonne. No, not now. Tony. Yes. Coaches. Although Yvonne, sorry, did you want them yourself? Or?
No, wait. No, come on.
Stay on.
No.
We're checking the key,
It's got a bit of a
The corner's on, okay, Kev, you whip out, brother.
bench error there. Tony Dillington coming over just to have a chat. Ball back in play. Canterbury sitting back in the key. Lucina goes forward. Scott on her right. Hobergen on her left. Stacey is just back on court. Gets up and illegal player leaving the court. You wanting to sub? No. No, you're right. So Canterbury will have it back. Just over 2 minutes to play. There with Edmondson. And he's got pretty much an open court. Scott gets a tap from Ian Simpson. 71-34. Canterbury allowing the plenty players to come to them. Saving a bit of energy. You've got a margin of 38, why not? There's ball there to Scott. And try scored. 72-35. 1 minute 40 left on the clock of this game. This ball's bobbled round and we'll go out of court. It'll stay with Canterbury though. Edmondson, small rug, talking about New South Wales from Newcastle at 5:30 p.m. today in the Pacific 4 Series. The Black Ferns taking on the Wallaroos. Question for you, Hunter. How many times have the Wallaroos beaten the Black Ferns? Exactly. Donut. Nothing. Never beaten the Black Ferns in the 15-a-side rugby. Playing for the O'Reilly Cup. And about the same time too, actually no, overnight, sorry. Yes, ball's lost over the back from Scott. is giving chase and picks it up. It's over and back. Backcourt violation. So Canterbury will have the ball. So overnight in Colombo, the Sri Lankan Tuskers taking on the New Zealand under 85 national team in the second game. The New Zealand 85s team running away with the first one, 50-10 winners. Players selected from the New Zealand Rugby National Club Cup competition from last season. Happening again in 2025 with Pakuranga Panthers coming into it as defending champions. The final this year, curtain raiser to the All Blacks Australia match. In Auckland. Been a few times the finals have been played as a curtain raiser to the All Blacks, so it's an amazing competition. Still got one more game to go as we enter the last minute here. It is the Canterbury Red team taking on the Bay of Plenty Blue. That one tipping off at 3 p.m. as Edmondson looks to wind up the clock. And scores the 75th try for Canterbury. 74-36, sorry. Sina gets met by Mitch Simpson. No relation to Ian, his teammate. There to Scott. 5:14 left on the clock. Goes close and it's out of court, but still with bad penny. Daryl! I apologise all for that. Sorry folks, just trying to get the referee's attention.
Yvonne, where are we?
So 9 seconds left. Lucina with ball. Broughton looking for a hold, but Lucina finds her own. She's going to find more words. As Edmo goes long. It's a chase between Mitch Simpson and Broughton. And it's no touch, so it'll be an inbound down the other end. 4 seconds left. 74-37 it is. Time doesn't start until it's touched on court. And illegal player leaving the court, and it's a turnover. So Canterbury Black will have possibly the last possession.
Possibly. Anything could happen.
Well, I almost said Bay of Plenty would go into. Edmondson with the inbound. There to Mitchell Simpson, back to Edmondson. Stacey being a nuisance, and that is all she wrote. Game 5 of WRC 1, done and dusted. It is the Canterbury Black Chargers 74 winning this one 37. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the next game between Canterbury Black and Bay of Plenty Blue.